Back to Studio 10. Well, tomorrow on Perspectives with Eric Reynolds, we are learning more information about Alabama's mental health crisis centers. Eric joins us this morning with more. Eric, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Now, I was reading some information. Am I correct in saying there are only 4 left in the state of Alabama?
Yes. In fact, they're a new concept because it's a regional concept. And I guess you remember back a few years ago, we lost Searcy. It was moved from the program due to age. And okay, we got a little problem with the audio here. See if we can find the microphone.
1 second. We're going to turn his mic on for just a second.
There we go. I'll have to get my director there. They didn't check us before we were on the air there. Sorry about that. But a few years ago, Searcy was removed from the system because of age and neglect and concern about the type of services, because the whole thing of mental health treatment is evolving from where it once was. And so, but we lost, you know, that type of operation in our area and then this part of the state. And so a lot of things have been happening over the years trying to implement something that would work throughout the state, because each area has needs. So now we have one in 4 different parts of the state, including our area, through AltaPoint. The relationship with the state and funding was provided to create these mental health crisis centers. So
who do they serve and what kind of people do they typically see at those centers?
Well, people who are having mental challenges. Sometimes it's not someone who is as obvious maybe as others are, but sometimes life just gets so overwhelming for some people that they end up having a breakdown or just, you know, need assistance to get back to where they were. And so they are serving that community. They're also serving people who have substance abuse problems that will end up turning into possibly some mental challenges. And so that's sort of the scope of what they're doing. And what they really also focus on is how can we help someone who is in a crisis, not just, you know, someone who is doing pretty good and maybe managing their medication but not as successful as they should be, but somebody who's really in a crisis as well. They are there to make sure that they can alleviate any issues, to help the families, as well as prevent them from getting involved in the law enforcement area where there could be some serious repercussions from that.
Right, and mental health has always been so important, but I feel like in the age of 2021, we just hear a lot about it. So this is very timely, super important for you to know about those 4 crisis centers here in the state of Alabama. Who do you talk to and where can we watch this at?
Well, we'll be talking to 2 officials from the AltaPoint community, and they are really focused on both working with the families and working with law enforcement and training law enforcement in how to handle these crisis type situations. And it's really you're very I guess you could say excited, especially if you have someone in your family or if you're dealing with these challenges, that there is now help in the immediate area. They just kicked off in May of this year, and so it's really an exciting time, I think, in the mental health arena here in Southwest Alabama, and now, as you mentioned, the other regions of the state.
So important, you guys, to watch, and you can watch this episode of Perspectives with Eric Reynolds tomorrow morning.
That's right. Join us here at 8:30 on Fox 10, and of course, if you don't have a chance to catch us tomorrow morning, please check out the information, especially if you need it in your family or someone that you know, on our web page or on our YouTube channel.
So important. All right, Eric, thank you so much.
Thank
and we'll
you,
have
Chelsea.
more information on our website, like Eric said. Michael?